too. Houston tried to get a little bit aggressive. They got pushed back on, and then the Wrecking Ball able to come in and do the disruption. Doha gets hacked, though. It's brutal for Genji.
Oh, Decay actually is the one that ended up going down. Doha's still alive somehow. Repel supplementing the damage with a whole bunch of healing too. Blase does get stunned. It's so close to that blade as well, but a healing orb just in time. Repel managed to keep him alive. Blase with maybe a position to go in. However, the rally is coming up from Paintbrush, and that armor is stacking up oh so high. Decides to go in with a blade anyway. The EMP is going to come out too. Everybody losing their abilities, but Hydration and Blase losing their lives. Mego self-destruct was launched in as well. Doha ends up going down, but the fuel also. Note dealing with Dante, and they use the beat to surge them forward. Note eventually ends up going down. Tried to jump back into the Immortality field, but wasn't quite fast enough. The Coalescence to sustain them through this team fight as they try and dislodge Decay from the high ground. The Bob providing a lot of cover. Decay eventually falls to Repel's Coalescence. Blase with the emergency Doomfist switch to get back to the point in time, and this is the comp we really wanted to see. The Hack Fist.
Yeah.
And the point is going to get capped just in the end, but an extra 10% or so for the fuel, 96% on the board.
The advantage of just being able to pick whenever they want to win a single fight to win a stage.
Oh, of course he does. Jumps over to the Doomfist. He's going to get his ultimate almost instantly. There you go. He kills one in Repel, but the rest of his team are already dead. Doha ends up transforming back, and that will be the team fight over with. It's a bit sad when that happens. You think you're going to just actually pop off when you switch. He has that ult to survive too. He can transform into somebody. I can imagine Doomfist to get the ultimate rather fast, but he instantly gets hacked. What a perfect prediction from Dante.
Completely deleted.
Whoa,
Decay's now out of it now too.
Oh no! Hydration got boofed off the map by Guangzhou's Primal Rage. You don't normally see it. Even Hydration letting out a swift LOL in the chat. Dallas Fuel managed to get back to the point in time, but OT is taken down. Do they get back? No! EMP and the blade at the same time with a perfectly timed Transcendence, but if you're the Outlaws right now, you just want to wait for that Transcendence and bait it out with the blade or EMP, then follow up with the other one, or you can just do this. Pressure out him long enough to try and bait it out without using either of those. A stick onto Hydration's chest, and that will be him going down to Paintbrush of all people. Dallas Fuel now trying to take over the point with the help of that healing. However, Doha does end up going down. The EMP does rock through the Dallas Fuel, and now the blade can come out. That Transcendence, where is it? Oh, it's already gone. An easy kill for Blase. The follow-up as well onto Note. Even the beat to secure the fight too. They do not want to lose the control of this point.
Well, they threw everything into that. That blade wasn't
swing. A hack onto the Winston too. His life is very much over. And the Outlaws, they still control this point. Note is trying to stall for some additional time. Sends out the self-destruct. And even Doha changing into a Diva to try and get back on in time and survive for as long as possible. His self-destruct has to be big, but Meko's could be a little bit bigger. Throws it to the back, and even Dante sitting on the CMP. This looks so lost for the Fuel, and so winnable for the Outlaws. 99-0, as they eventually use it. 4 people caught. Guangzhou doesn't quite go down just yet, but Blase getting the resets. However, Doha still doing a lot of work. And in fact, this fight might not be over. Blase got one with his ult, and this Coalescence actually coming back into this fight, and somehow, how are the... What? How is this
Oasis,
happening?
Man. Don't try to understand it. Just
the Fuel have managed to not only survive the EMP, but survive the blade. Good God. Guangzhou trying to go back to the moon. He's going to try to, but that Coalescence ran out, and... oh, there he go! Oh, straight into the car by Repel. Where's your fate now? Oh, my word. And Decay finishes Dante off as well with a swift melee. There we go. The Fuel win the fight and still hold the payload.
Nothing tickles me quite like. You might even beat your way in here.
Yeah, there's the beat. The bait's going to come out as well. Crimson's already dead. Paintbrush with a perfect beat, but a perfect EMP followed up by Dante. Those shields stripped away, as well as Guangzhou and Note life. OT is here, but the Outlaws take control of the payload in the, the point even in the end. And they're going to secure City Center as soon as they clear off Decay. He's got the pulse bomb, but is it going to be a flip around? No, it is not. Miracle can really only... Okay, almost the same kind of comp for the Dallas. Our Crimzo is on the Batiste instead. A bit more beneficial for the Batiste on this map. There's a lot of walls you can hide your Immortality field around. But a very aggressive dive from the Outlaws. I mean, get in the backline ASAP. Just make sure you can give Dante and Blase the space to work with and build up those ults as fast as possible. Even find these manual hacks too. In the chaos of it all, if you're the Sombra, you can basically hide in your team and just hold down right-click and wait.
Nah, and the Coalescence comes out, because Coalescence, as soon as you get it, you fire and forget it. It charges so fast, and I like that Houston's being aggressive here.
There's the blade. No EMP needed so far. Gamsu goes down, the resets to the shadow on the floor, gets blocked. Well, at least for note. However, Paintbrush not quite so lucky. Dante managed to end up going down to Decay, who was back
trying to run here, and whether it's Diva or it's Sigma, they've been taking note out of the equation early. Now trades 5v5.
Oh, Decay eventually finds Dante on the recall. He spotted the Translocator and was just waiting for him, but maybe he waited a little bit too long. Paintbrush kills off Blase and is nearing this beat 2, which is going to be able to keep them in the fight, but Houston Outlaws pull their beat a little bit quicker. They drop it on them, but Ballast Fuel managed to get a 6-man one of their own, and now can push forward on the aggressing Outlaws. Hydration ends up falling over as he was so low and the beat had ran out in the end. Doha has the Blossom, doesn't want to pull it just yet. Eventually hits the trigger. Repel and Dante fall over, and this should be Dallas Fuel's fight to win.
Houston in that great spot, though, at 99% blade.
Got to be careful now. Yeah, they know exactly where Dante was. That was a perfect position for Decay to be in. Blase finds a 2-piece with his blade, but Hydration now is in a whole world of hurt. Decay still causing an absolute nightmare for the Outlaws backline. There's nothing really that can stop him.
Has an enormous play, but Houston on paper should win this.
Oh, the hack. He didn't even need the EMP. And that beat pushed him forward too. No, Crimzo, Paintbrush, see you later. All hacked up. The EMP was late, but it was perfect. Now Dallas Fuel have Decay out from the fuel. Decay throws his pulse bomb in, doesn't find all too much. Doha unleashes a Death Blossom, but it was only death for himself. Blase falls, but it should be a laissez-faire affair. Laissez-faire affair. I messed that up. I'll talk to Mitch about that later. Self-destruct comes in. The Outlaws eventually clear them off. Super fragile to a dive, however. Decay does end up going down. Whoops-a-daisy. That's a good start for the Outlaws. As all Blase needs to do now is survive, just farm off of the tanks, and they should be as good as gold. However, Gamsu with a double kill onto Chexay's face, the elites on top of it. Now Blase's in a whole lot of trouble. Small advantage for the Outlaws, though. However, being quick heroes, the Dallas Fuel comp should be able to get back to the point rather swiftly.
I mean, Dante's trying. Dante just got 3 there, but it's not going to be enough.
Stack him up like you normally would. Dive in the back line. Nice little boom. Doha manages to get out rather quickly and pull the blade too. Nice little defect. Zen, unfortunately, mate, you don't stand a chance. No Transcendence, no win for the Zen. A very quick Crimzo with the armor pack 2 continually staying alive. I don't know how at this point, but he does use the Transcendence, but not before Gamsu does end up going down. However, Outlaws are now putting themselves on the point with 20 seconds remaining. Dallas Fuel have a long way to walk back from that second point. There's still bodies there that can defend for the time being. Gamsu even now on the wrecking ball to try and get back to the point in time.
Repel has absolutely been defending his own life against all of these DPS players who are coming in after him. Crimzo's going to take the better of him, and this one's not quite over yet, but Houston with an enormous advantage, and even if they need it, they could throw in a rally. They shouldn't have to use any of this. It is all inevitable that Houston should be able to pick it up. Why not? Pulse bomb's pulse bomb.
Yep, there it is. It's done. No, thank you. Oh, nice little spray kill. 2 people there. Crimzo was able to get out of that pulse bomb. That stick was perfect from Dante, but not good enough. Even Crimzo there just holding his own against Dante's dive, and a Transcendence to save everybody from the blade too. Just looking all Dallas Fuel right now as they do bundle their way back on to the point. However, a Transcendence from Repel after that EMP. It looks good for Outlaws. This situation, this going backwards and forwards. Just because if you save the EMP for that long, Repel's definitely going to have ults. They have 2 ticks now on the board, and Doha's coming back on the Reaper. Gamsu has the mines for still some additional time. The self-destruct ends Hydration's life as this fight is somehow still going. It's been about 17 minutes right now on the clock for this fight as the mines do manage to separate the rest of the Outlaws. However, Blase with reset after reset takes care of both supports, and now they just need to take care of Decay. They do just that. Now Diva on the point. But that should be it. There you go. No, eventually goes down. And 27 minutes later, the fight is over. And
now he's trying to get pack control.
Yeah, goodbye. Fights happen just like that. You discord the back, and then they went for Decay to set up. This is it. Like, they were giving a lot of space to Hydration in that situation, but Hydration just couldn't get really as much done as the Fuel could. Still a lot of time in the bank as well for the Fuel as they move on to next. If they can finish this fight up now, which they're going to be able to do, that is, what, like almost 5 minutes available, which is kind of ridiculous.
Yeah, it's a dive that doesn't look like a dive. It seems to the defenders that it's just Guangzhou coming up front. But
though, from Paintbrush, as Decay now just waits for the dive to come in from the Winston. Guangzhou's going to do just that, and Doha surrounding them in the small pack room. Oh, you're not surviving that one, I'm afraid. Repel was 15% away from that Transcendence, and I talked about it before, the ability to charge Blade infinitely quicker than the Transcendence nowadays. Blaze's going to have to touch. He's going to have to find something massive here, but Crimzo, as soon as he hears the voice line come out, or he gets forced out to use the Transcendence now, but the defense from Note was just too good. Transcendence, an insta-kill onto Paintbrush, the slash and the dash, killing off the Brig. Transcendence healing is going to see them through the start of this fight, and Guangzhou not quite being able to kill off Blaze. Deflect, making sure none of that damage from the Prime Ranger actually ended up hitting him. Defense advantage still for the Houston Outlaws, as they managed to kill off Dante in the end. And Crimzo, yeah, he left in no man's land, unfortunately. You're going to get cleaned up. Ooh, no, the 1v1. Oh, he doesn't quite get it. No, Blaze ends up winning it.
They get just enough kills. It was looking actually really rough for the defense there as Jexay went down early in that fight.
Up 2 now on the point, so everybody just wants to group as 6 to get as much value from this arm pack as possible, or the rally as possible. Self-destruct high in the sky, everybody scurries for cover. However, whoops a daisy, Note actually dies to the remech of Meko, and Jexay ends up killing out Doha. So once again, Dallas Fuel are going to get reset. Another 2 minutes of burn off their time bank.
Yeah,
the Houston
that's a
Outlaws
situation
holding with full force.
You don't see that too often.
No, they don't. Oh, no, they do now. They do now. The Brig saw him. Jexay is just sitting on top of Repel, and he should do just that. Dante's Pulse Bomb lands straight into onto Crimson. I think this is going to be it, surely. I mean, Dash will have one fight. He might be able to go in with this a little bit longer, as they do have the Blade, but Blaze's going to be... He helped out with his plays. Repel used that Transcendence early. He's going to wait for the Discord Orb to fade away. There it is. There's the Blade straight on top of Jexay's head. He kills Repel, kills Jexay too. Oh, but it's now OT, and Outlaws are going to get granted a free attack regardless if they do end up capping or not. Doha finds 3 people, and Note even needs the Pulse Bomb too. The perfect team fight for the Fuel is going to mean they have another round and a chance to draw this one up now, because Outlaws managed to finish with... He gets interrupted with the LOS. But they've made the incision, and Paintbrush and Crimson are running away, and Hydration managed to get the pin kill on Paintbrush of all things. Dante's still getting interrupted and has to get out of there rather fast. They do trade the kill with Hydration going down as well, but now Dallas Fuel on a knife's edge. They've got no healing remaining. It's not going to be up to Decay to try and find the kills. Dante's made his way back onto the point, and Gamso kills off Meko. It's still a chance for them to come back in. Decay finds his 3rd kill of the fight. Dante manages to get out of there rather fast as the Outlaws get cleaned off. They're now on...
Need much.
Fuel don't have the mech though either, so no, only just getting it back now could be disaster. Already Crimzo has fallen to Blaze of all people. He's spotting out one of the DPS on the high ground, and Repel goes down as well. Decay making play after play. He has to close this one out. They've got hardly any healing left, but Blaze pulls the Blade. There's one, there's another, and this should just be all over. Paintbrush falls, and the Outlaws claim the map. And Paintbrush, but he managed to escape with his life, but still a lot of free space given to the Outlaws here. There are only a couple of meters now remaining before they actually cap this point number 1. Gamsu finds everybody else in a small room, and now it's just an ult charging battery as he gets hacked. But Doha doing the damage with the Blade manages to help him finish off Hydration. Does get taken out in the end, but with 2 tanks falling, it does look like a reset for the Outlaws. I think they're going to rally early. There's the Blade. The EMP is going to come through momentarily, I can imagine. However, they're going to use the beat first. They're trying to save it, maybe. Dante's still in a good position on the high ground, but he's going to eventually hit it, but Hydration and Blaze are already dead. That seemed like a rather easy save of the ults, but they're still going to make this work, at least try and win this fight. Only God and Crimson are going to die, but there's a lot of people still on the payload for the Fuel.
And yeah, you hacked all 6, but there's no one to really capitalize on it.
Oh, that self-destruct's big. Yeah, and that hack in the front line, or attempted hack onto No, isn't quite going to go through. And Repel using that Coalescence to force everybody back straight in front of Hydration for him to cleave through everybody else. He's now getting bullied. This is a problem. Please someone help Hydration. Eventually he gets helped out and is able to swing away. Bob is going to get let loose in the back line, but nowhere near the payload, so he can't even contest.
Their offense trying to wrap around left.
There's the EMP. Oh, there's the Shatter as well. That beat, just everything thrown in, but Doha just baited them in. That's 2 kills. Hydration and Dante go down to the blade. A nice boop up by Jexay, but can they actually follow this up with anything meaningful? Only God also falls as the support and the DPS line for the Outlaws still managed to make things work, and even a blade for Blase to secure this fight. Both teams throwing in everything they possibly could. And now the ult battery, that is Gamsu in the Primal Rage, is going to get cleaned up by Blase as well. That looks so...
Not only on the Brigida, but now on the Lucio, and that turns everything. They open with Cole.
Goodbye. Yeah, that was all with the aid of Jexay once again, just booping the Sigma off the high ground, the Coalescence, forcing everybody into a small corner. And then that was, well, rest is history, really. The Flayed.
It's better than Blanco.
No, Blanco's sick. Oh, the hack onto Note was actually massive. He was trying to use the Eat, trying to absorb all that damage, but the hack from behind by Dante, who's been so good at setting up these individual hacks, regardless of EMPs, if you ignore that fact completely, Dante's positioning has been just been so perfect. Flux coming out, EMP's going to hit, and it's going to hit something rather different. That beat comes through as well. The Dallas Fuel don't stand a chance. Doha taken out of his blade, and a blade for Blase looking good. He gets taken out by Paintbrush, but the damage has really already been done. Even a Shatter. They've got everything and more in the bank. Gamsu is just trying to stall for some additional time and making sure people can get out. Even Bob now getting launched onto the payload, but he gets booped instantly off. Dante clicking on heads as he does. And that should just be it. Self-destruct launches Bob even further. And it's now just staggering onto the point for some additional time being burnt away in 50 seconds. 57. I don't hate it. I don't hate it. Trying to get away from the Sombra and the Genji. Oh my goodness. Meko took a face full of damage. The sticky bombs and everything. Yeah, there's the Mech gone, which basically means the Diva's gone. And there you go. Simple as that. Blase died to a dynamite of all things. Beautiful shot from Onigod.
Good disengage, though, from Houston.
Yeah, maybe. This ult obviously lasts for eternity, so he should be able to get it. However, the hack will force him. No, you're not going to be able to get it anymore. There's the blade. There's the beat straight on top of the head. Blase finds one. Ends up getting whip-shotted, but still killing off Crimso's good. Paintbrush's rally only hit him, Gamsu, and Note, so Doha only got her a little bit vulnerable still. Hydration has managed to find himself in a little bit of a sorry situation on the Mega Health Pack, as now the Dallas Fuel, spawn advantage, and person advantage as well on the points. Doha finds him in the small room, laser beaming them down, and that should try and make this fight work. Meko self-destruct's going to have to come in rather clutch. Gamsu backs away behind his bubble to make sure he doesn't get insta-killed, and has even earned himself a Primal Rage as well, just solve for some additional time on point. Dante and Blase are going to have to come back quick sharp to make this one work, but Jexay falling. It's looking all fuel right now as Note finishes him off with a triple kill. Make that a quad kill, in fact. That's a big EMP. Yeah, Gamsu's going to get instantly chunked down. There's no way you're going to be able to survive that one, my friend. Into Blase dashing through everybody too. Reset after reset. I know, I'm actually loving Hex. Hydration as well, the nice little double kill. Jeez. Dallas Fuel. The Moira. This is what we see a lot of, actually. When Echo first came onto the field, the support change, because you can earn these ults so fast, and the Coalescence just does so much work. You have triple healer plus the extra damage from the Coalescence. It's just ridiculous.
Well, Moira's got that kit where you can do damage.
So scurrying around, you can see. Yeah, Note's been hacked now. Blase has the blade. He ends up pulling it, but can he find anything? The Immortality Field already goes down, and he finished off Onigod. A reset into Paintbrush. A 180 as well to get back to the rest of his team to stay alive. And the Dallas Fuel, once again, win the... That EMP was so big. No, he's just getting bullied. Actually finishes him off, and now, with 20 seconds to go, Dallas have lost their main tank, or they're about to, as Gamsu gets hacked. Dante is playing out of his mind, but Onigod making sure they stay in the fight with a headshot onto Repel. And now the rest of the DPS of the Outlaws have to play safe. Blase is not going to get found out just yet. He's hiding away. Oh, they spot him now. Yeah, you're dead, unfortunately, my friend. OT is here. Can the Outlaws get back? They're in that big combo. Repel gets killed mid-Coalescence 2. They unleash the beat to try and salvage this fight, but Hydration and Blase are just going so low, having to scurry to health packs to try and stay alive. But like you said, they are playing the time right now because they have got Blade, they've got EMP, they may not have their support ults to back it up with, but Rally comes out first. EMP hits 4, the blades come out, Blase just trying his hardest to kill Paintbrush, but he can't make it work, and Doha changes into the Genji, pulls the blade of his own. Crimso's killing off people before Doha can even get to them. Overtime is here, but the Outlaws, they're all but dead. As the Fuel managed to... Better soldier.
I mean, it's fine.
So
just leave.
Oh, here it is. He's on the high ground, so he wants to try and find something on the side, but already Paintbrush and Doha are going to go down. There's the Cole. Dante hasn't even got EMP yet. They've already killed almost the entirety of the Fuel. Blaze's going to be able to earn the blade as well, but it doesn't look like he's actually going to need it. The EMP at the very end catches a 0, but that's because they were already dead. The Fuel...
They're actually, given that they got some meters pushed on the cart, Houston has opened it up a little bit. That's a rough one. It's a nice shot from Onigod.
Back. Hold S, everybody hold S, or hold W if Note dies. Nope, he's good. Crimzo's there. Oh my word. The early Transcendence might cost them it all, though. They have to win the fight now, or this could be over. Doha just needs to wait this out. The EMP's going to come out, but he gets hacked! Are you serious? He gets hacked out of the EMP! Dante, you absolute beast! Blase takes a bullet to the head, though, and ends up going down. The beat from Paintbrush might seal the deal, though, as Hydration ends up falling over. The overshields are going to see them through the entire thing. The perfect EMP from Dante to take Doha out of his own EMP. It didn't matter in the end, as Dallas Fuel are still in the series.
Guangzhou so far away from their own rally. They will have Blade and Pulse Bomb coming up soon, and you might want to wait on Blade, well, especially now. You don't want to go, and Gamsu can disrupt. Blade in Flux would be really nice for them, but right now Dallas just has to back out.
They're even using Transcendence. The blade from Doha is still going to find Repel. That is a questionable blade. I don't know about
ambitious.
That one.
Ambitious Dragon Blade.
That's an ambitious Dragon Blade. I mean, we've seen Doha clutch things out before, but oh, that boop from Meko. Goodbye, only got a Paintbrush. I love Divas pocketing me when I'm Zen. Feels good. Just give me damage boost and EMP, please. Not EMP, nano boost. There's a kill onto Dante already. Transcendence being used. Blase has pulled the blade. It will disappear, though, before this Transcendence runs out. Plus, Crimzo has 300 HP with armor, too. He's a tank. He's a warlord. And that'll be the point flipping over now to the Fuel, so they can get the payload eventually moving.
Doesn't matter how many times I to isolate and allow that dive to happen. You want to be here, well, I'm going to put you there. And that's what Ball does really well, but that's a nice opening kill from Dante. He's got EMP ready should he need it, but Dante saves his EMP.
Yeah,
doesn't like to use it.
Yeah, Doha's going to go in with the blade yet again, but it's going to get
Flux hits
with the EMP
no
and
one.
the blade. Flux hits nobody, and the mines are going to stop a lot of people from moving through that door, and Gamsu, yeah, pushes Jexay straight through the mines and off the map. Transcendence to the point, as Meko now using the self-destruct to clear some more space out. EMP and blade is available as Crimzo uses that Transcendence to push his team forward, but Houston Outlaws refusing to click the Q key.
Yeah. Crimzo makes the switch off of the Zenyatta too, because that's Houston's window, is knowing that the Zen is out. A beautiful pulse bomb too. Jexay out of it, holding rally.
It feels pretty bad. Oh, and the hydration's on the bridge. Boop. Oh, he didn't quite manage to juggle the... Oh, well, that's just a roll, isn't it? Oh, he's still juggling it. Oh, it's... How? No, it's been surfing. Up in the skies, Transcendence still not used, and Dante ends up going down. Late Transcendence from Repel, and now Doha, all he needs to do is wait. They've already killed Dante, but Onigod ends up falling, and now it's all on to Doha. He is going to get discorded as well. Can he finish up the kills? It might just be Note doing all the damage, or at least to help Doha follow this up. He's now in the 1v1 with sub 10 HP as Dante eventually comes back onto the point and finishes him up. A damage orb will finish off Meko, but the spawn advantage from the Outlaws should be good enough for them to stave the aggression from the Outlaws for long enough. Hydration back on the ball and a slam into the ground, forcing the cooldowns away from the Fuel. Crimzo and Paintbrush are in trouble as they are now trying to retreat.
Shatter, that's it. But Houston, I know Dante doesn't love to use EMP, but now be the time.
Self-destruct. He's got to use it at some point. He might not need to. No, he's going to get hacked. He's had the CMP for ages. Might not even need to use it even here. Blase gets the kill, yes, but they're forcing them all the way back. It's a very much a last-minute EMP. He's very satisfied in just hacking people. Now's the time to use it if he's ever going to. A hacked out Coalescence would have been good, but actually Crimzo was able to stay away from it, just out of range. And now the beat to re-engage for the Fuel. They're still making this work somehow, and Onigod building up to a pulse bomb as well. A perfect tag onto Meko. The stick on the back for Onigod too. The damage has been done. The late EMP wasn't worth it for the Outlaws as the Fuel managed to cap.
I mean, at some point, though, Dante is just being... It's going to be hard to come by here. They will get Hydration back to the mix. Meko should be joined shortly. And they've got everyone low.
They do indeed. The Coalescence is going to heal everybody up. And Onigod finding 2 kills of his own. Hydration once again bullied out by Doha. Nice little orb to finish off Jexay. That should be a reset for the Outlaws. They have Blade. Nowhere near the EMP, though. Only 50. Oh, they spotted Doha a mile away. There's the deflect instantly. He does kill Repel, though. So actually not the worst trade in the world.
Not terrible.
As a healer is now down. However, Jexay can still rely on this beat. There you go. Sends it out. 4-man hit. Blase, unfortunately, not quite there, but still manages to stay alive somehow. 2 ticks for Outlaws as well. Even if they lose the fight, they've still made progress on the point. Jexay has to get out of it ASAP. That was their last-ditch attempt, using that beat to try and salvage the fight after Repel. Oh, now's the perfect time. There it is. He doesn't get the coalescence though, but he got both tanks. They have to kill Gamsu right here, right now, and this could be it. Mecha with the perfect positioning too, isolating Onigod. He managed to get the self-destruct out, and Dante and Repel are picking up kills, but it's 1 for 1 for 1 for 1 for 1 for 1. Everybody's just trading up, but No somehow still alive. Of course No's still alive. He has 4 kills. He is solo carrying this fight. He's earned himself a flux as well, and the Outlaws now have 40 seconds remaining. Super early. Can Repel get finished up? He's the only one that got lifted up. He cannot, but everybody from Outlaws is going low. Crimzo goes down, and Onigod is isolated now. The perfect roll of the ball from well, somebody. Maybe the Boop, in fact. They eventually end up getting it. Onigod got launched into the center of the point, not where he wanted to be whatsoever. I believe that was Jexay with the Boop. Getting in, though. Yeah, diving down from the turret. That coalescence is going to help kill off Gamsu. The beat is going to come through as well. So both support ults used in this fight. I love the...
well, yeah, that's obviously going to be Dallas's advantage for the next fight. However, if you want to really coalescence, very unlikely they get knocked off of both of those.
Oh, that self-destruct with the EMP. There is no way you're escaping that one. They were all caught in that very small room. That was torture. If you were the Dallas Fuel there. They still haven't a chance to actually engage on this fight. It's just going to go in. Just do it.
Let's go for
just do it. Up and over. There we go. 4-man hack. Coalescence still doing a lot of work, though, as the shadow hits the ground. That beat is going to make sure Dallas Fuel get back to the point in time. But Beko pushes Gamsu away from the rest of his team and ends up going down.
Knocked.
It is now up to Blase to actually salvage this fight. He's going to eventually fall to Paintbrush of all people. And now OT is here with 1 person on the payload. It's going to be Hydration. Paintbrush is going to boop everybody off when they come over that bridge. This looks as good as done for the Outlaws. The Dallas Fuel, they're taking it all the way to 5. Continuing, like I said, their killing spree of the Outlaws. Outlaws haven't, by the way, won against the Dallas Fuel in over 2 years at this point. So it'll be a big win for them and their fan base as well. Perfect kill onto Jexay. Oh, nice double dash there from Decay. Repel and Jexay dead. That's the rest of the Outlaws. Yeah, they're routed as well.
I mean, it must be nice to be Dallas and have 3 extremely competent Genji players, and then you could just...
Crimzo and then have Dante just go around with the sticky bomb, or just do the opposite way around as well. There's the Blade. There's 1 kill. Thank you very much. This should be a team fight cleanup now. Oh, that was a disgusting ghost dash. I think that was, at least. That looked rather fancy from Decay, like you said.
But Dallas, with this superior tank lineup as far as controlling space goes with double shield, is just going to wait. That's great. That's a perfect pick.
Ooh, that's a go again from the Fuel, I think. Yep, Dante kills Crimzo. Blase as well. Oh, my word. That was a disgusting look around too. I love seeing Genji, man. I love being first person Genji when they're just killing people.
So Dallas trying to set up for that and try to win it. Hydration hacked early.
Yeah, he's going to die here. Yeah, that's a perfect flux too. Hydration couldn't get in the Transcendence Kids, was getting pushed away. And a perfect pin as well from Gamsu. Are you kidding me? That was a perfect set of events from the Fuel. Hydration got hacked, the Transcendence got flux, so the Trans couldn't actually reach the Winston, isolating every single target perfectly, and then there's the Cold, there's the Blade to help it. Decay struggling to find a target. He's found one in the end. He's going to be able to chase down Repel. Third slash, didn't quite get it, but Doha was there to clean it on up. He's got EMP as well, mind you. It's going to be up to Blase's Blade to find anything. He's got sub 100 HP though. It's not going to look pretty. Crimzo's going to take him out with a right-click suck, and Fuel is sitting on the point now with an EMP. Even the hack onto Jexay face plants the wall. He can't quite get back up. Oh, and he's so sad.
Oh, it doesn't matter, yeah.
Shoot people. You can focus him down, but with all the shields and the healing, it's very rare that he's actually going to go down. And that was a perfect find of the Translocator, but unfortunately, Decay was there to actually finish that one up. They used the Coal as well for pressure, and even a counter Coal. Decay kills 2 as Hydration went way too deep and actually out LOS'd his Coalescence too from his Moira.
Well, all during this time, Houston has taken control of the point.
Goodbye. Goodbye. There we go.
More
Repel ends up falling. Yeah, but yeah, Outlaws did manage to get, what, 25% and building up here. If Guangzhou goes down, it will be tragic, but no, it's not going to happen. And there is Hydration. So not the worst start in the world for the Outlaws. They did try and force Fuel to use. Okay. Lighting up right now. EMP2. Oh! I think Doha was trying to bait out something there. He tossed the, trying to get her up on the high and just fell back down to the earth. But the rest of
got that point, but
the rest of Outlaws are actually already dead by the time he actually landed back down. Oh, Blase! Disgusting. Decay and Crimzo end up falling, and they do manage to actually cap.
Just too aggressive.
Look at, oh, the Rock! The Rock stopped the EMP! Can they actually make anything of this now? Blaze's just kind of baited them in with a blade. He manages to kill one, and Mecha's going to be able to finish up with two as well. Hydration with the Shadow's not going to be able to use it really at all here. There's two people in front of you. Outlaws all the meanwhile, two while that was going on, mind you, was capping the point.
Yeah, they back cap right now. And
yeah, I mean, they got a lot of percent on the point as well. Oh, Hydration gets hacked. Perfect time for Guangzhou to swing, and he's almost got the Shatter as well. The Coalescence is keeping Hydration alive as the hack eventually wears off. He's pushing into the front line of the Dallas Fuel
Flux.
and has the Shatter. The Fluxes are high in the sky and kills off Guangzhou in the end. And now Hydration, all he needs to do is hold shield with Meko. And the DPS are going to be able to finish them up. The Houston Outlaws find the recap too, and with now only 5
to bring it back.
Shatter hits the shield. Yeah, there's no way now. Crimzo gets booped off. The EMP is a victory firework on Sanctum. We are going all the way in this battle for Texas. It's going to end on Village. So this is the composition we're seeing, Hex. A Blase Doomfist and a Dante Genji? Okay, I really like this from the Houston Outlaws. However, Hydration going down first, not a good start.
Yeah, it's Dallas who's going to be running the Reaper now, and Doha gets the cleanup as he's anticipating the Rhine Zarya Shatter, which can shut down the blade.
There's the blade, he's chasing the Lucio. Oh, can't quite get to him. Oh, the perfect boop as well. He doesn't get anybody with that fight apart from a little bit of damage. Crimzo gets finished off as he comes out to the fade and gets uppercutted by Blase. But I'm not sure they're going to be able to finish this one off, to be honest with you. There's a man advantage.
Initiate should they so choose.
Oh.
Paintbrush going down early sucks though, they had barrier.
Dead. Everybody hitting Q at once. Dante, without blade, manages to kill both supports with the help of the beat. He kills another one. The Houston Outlaws managed to get onto the point just in time, and hey, he's looking very reminiscent of Sanctum. We're getting the flip.
Absolutely need. He gets in there, and now Note caught out of no man's
Flux.
land.
Dante does get shattered when he's blading, but it doesn't matter. Or at least it doesn't look like it matters. No, Blase's cleaning everybody up.
Player of 2019.
The hack is perfect. Blase ends up going down to Note with the help of Decay on the side, and he has the blade as well. The counter pin on Hydration's good. Decay might not even need blade. Note does fall, but Decay's still sitting there without needing to do really anything. Crimzo's also got the Coalescence. 99% for the Outlaws. Oh, the Flux is good. The Cole as well. Look at him just ripping through the health bars. Blase still has his ult as well. No, ends up going down too. Blase sitting on the point with his ult, but they don't touch! Are you serious? The Dallas Fuel